Do that one dance, baby. That one dance.
Hello everybody, we are from group 17 in class English Theology. We have 5 members, namely Hulman with story number 71, 2019 300, Novinni with study number 71, 2019 601, Novita with story number 71 2019 605, Manase with story number 71 2016 080, and Ray with story number 71 2015 059. So here we will present about issues in writing church history in Indonesia. So, happy watching guys! Issues in writing church history in Indonesia. Aristarchus Soekarto addressed issues involved in church history in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. However, he can only present a general view based on his experience and observations of issues involved in Indonesian history in general and the Mennonite Church. Aristarchus Soekarto, not a historian, he was responsible for teaching Hebrew and Old Testament studies and later missiology. Next, we will discuss some of the issues involved in history, and church history in particular, to stimulate Indonesian Christians to write history.
What is history? History is some community members understood history merely as the narration of past events exactly as they happened. In the early 1980, a committee of the Moria Church was asked to evaluate Lawrence M. Yoder's draft history of that church 1 before it was published in 1980 in Indonesia. 2. This result in her healthy discussion. Some members to that event were not told exactly as they happened. Others thought it impossible to present any event.
History to local and regional history. The Javanese Mennonite Church opens with the following question: where does the Javanese Mennonite Church come from? The activity of the Dutch Mennonite Mission Council would result in the emergence of the Javanese Mennonite Church. The 1960s was the emergence of historical writing with a nationalistic character, rather than regional historical writing which pays attention to the cultural identity of the people. Such writing separates people from other human beings as well as from their surroundings, and is in the same dangers of nationalistic historical writing as old Eurocentric writing. The recent work of Zachariah Zingelo, whose nationalistic movement in the years 1900 to 1950 demonstrates regional difference, but also promotes awareness of the contextual history of Christianity in Indonesia, which helps people appreciate the importance of their relationship with their environment. The role played by Christians in achieving Indonesia's independence as a nation remains to be seen.
The common people are as important and powerful as kings or even the gods. Grebel really likes wayang kulit because wayang kulit is present interesting stories. Wayang kulit is one of the characteristics of Javanese culture. Usually, wayang kulit tells the story of kings and kingdoms. Besides that is, wayang kulit also tells of history of Japanese. The history of Japanese can't be separated from importance as peasants or common people. Grable reflection on the journey of his life that it was easier for him to evangelize to people when he was not a pastor, like still a member of the church. However, his name uh, appeared in the chart record since he became a leader. He felt this is not true. Why, when he was still a member, his name was not in the chart records? According to him, ordinary people are important and powerful as kings, like leaders, and even the gods. As a leader, should be able to pay attention the role of ordinary people. Even Thompson has suggested that writing history must be from bottom. Indonesian must pay attention to aspects of society, community action, and even the development society.
I will discuss the topic, namely the problem of sources, the story of the church in Indonesia, what we need to know first. What is church history? Church history is the history of background of the founding of the church to profit and understanding of the early establishment of Christian houses of worship, which is the basis for them to worship. The origin of our journey of the church to death. The story of the church in Indonesia first came in the 7th century. What is the impact on the church in Indonesia? First, what we can see is the impact of church reform on the economy. For example, financial problems. 2. The impact of the social cultural sector that I took, for example, in my place, namely in Papua. From the Papua custom here, when you want to get married, you have to pay property or a dowry. When they have not paid their property, they cannot yet marry wholly. 3. Namely the diversity of the church, the existence uh, of a increasingly diverse church, not only Catholic or Protestant churches, but also several other types of small churches. 4. The political impact. There is also the impact of church reform in the political field. I take a example, such as pastor or assemblies who propose, propose or run for council members. Thank you.
Final remarks. As a church, we have been left for behind by giving attention to order, failed and neglection to another order, young people to get training as historian. We lack a written record of the past. Some older people are still unable to become resource person. Okay, this is my final presentation from our group. Thank you.